beloved souls. I'm Reverend Jocelyn, and welcome to Peaceful Abundant You, Root, Rise, Radiate TV. This channel is a sacred space for anyone who has ever felt caught in survival, working, striving, giving, and yet knowing deep down there must be more. I know you know. Together we'll explore what it means to live in sacred abundance with peace as our anchor. For years as I transitioned into my full-time calling, I knew the weight of sacrifices. I invested so much. I invested my finances, my energy, my time into building a health and well-being path. And there were seasons when I look around and I thought, what do you have to show, girl? What do you have for it? And I remember folks actually asking me, well, what do you have to show? And in during those times, I returned to the classroom to teaching. Actually, I did it more than once because teaching is a role I always cherished. I love it. But I knew deep within, it was no longer what Spirit intended for me to do. So even, I keep saying, like everyone would say, the bills got to pay. I've got to live. But even when I attempt these smaller roles just to survive, Spirit refused to let me settle. Each closed doors at the time, I didn't know, was really a divine direction. Well, sometimes I did know. Instead, what Spirit did during those times as I wrestled and thinking that I'm surviving, Spirit opened other doors. He compensated me through speaking engagement on health, well-being, empowerment, peace. There was numerous of opportunity, fully compensated. Opportunities to author my own book and also to co-author 4 other books. Invitation to write in magazines, and I even graced the covers. And as a Caribbean woman, to see myself honored on the NASA Times Square billboard in the US. And there's so much more. Only Spirit could orchestrate that. But with all of these wonderful, glorious things that Spirit of God has blessed me with, there were times I felt unworthy, unseen, unnoticed. Even as I served, and I served faithfully across Grenada, Caribbean, Martinique, and Trinidad. I did it quietly. I did it consistently. I showed up. What I didn't know was Spirit was weaving a bigger story. And my barrier was never true lack. I was never in lack. It was the limitation that I allow around me and the belief I once carried within me. Now Spirit awakened me to my word. He urged me to lift my voice, to stand firm in my truth, and to rise fully in the abundance that has always been there and that has always been mine. Spirit showed me that abundance isn't only measured in money, while it is important, but it is what can never be bought. The rhythm of the ocean wave, the faithful return of the moon each month, the spaces and opportunities given freely. That was when I realized I was never meant to live in survival. I was created to live and to lead in sacred abundance. And I want to leave with you one practice that helped anchor me in this truth. It's pretty simple, but I promise you, if you do it, you'll see some results. So this is as simple as this. Take a deep breath in, and as you take your deep breath in, and we're breathing in from our tummy area, not our chest cavity, from our tummy, as in the Caribbean, you would say from your belly, yeah? You take a deep breath in, and I want you to whisper, I receive sacred abundance. Deep breath in. I receive sacred abundance. And then when you exhale, whisper, I release survival. And we're going to do this 3 times. And notice how your spirit will shift. So I'm going to talk to you as you do it. Take a deep breath in and whisper, I receive sacred abundance. Exhale gently. I release survival. Let's do it again. I receive sacred abundance. I release survival. And one last time. Deep breath in. I receive sacred abundance. Out gently. I release survival. And notice how your spirit shifts. Beloved soul, sacred abundance isn't about perfection. It's about remembering your worth, aligning with peace, and living in rhythm with spirit flows. If this story speaks to you, I invite you to subscribe to Peaceful Abundant You so we can keep walking this journey together. And in the comments, tell me, what survival story are you ready to release today? I repeat that. What survival story are you ready to release today? With peace and moon wisdom, I bless you. Much love.